RVBN, the Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great entertainment video blogs, and a whole lot more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time is now 5:02 in the afternoon, Billerica, Massachusetts, on Tuesday, March 7th, 2017. It's about 44 degrees and overcast, guys. Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again. Before my second video blog subject of the day, some news from the RVBN Newswire. Boston Red Sox beat the Washington Nationals by a score of 5-3 today. Wake Forest beat BC's men's college basketball team by a score of 92-78 in the first round of the ACC tournament in Brooklyn, New York. The Eagles basketball team season is over. Alex Rodriguez is joining the Fox Sports MLB team full-time. He's going to be an analyst on Whip Around on FS1 and doing some color commentating for some games on Fox Saturday Baseball. And in the World Baseball Classic, the Netherlands beat Korea by a score of 5-0 in 8 innings, and Japan beat Cuba by the score of 11-6 in 8 innings. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my second video blog subject of the day: the top 10 best sports athletes who had their careers cut short due to injuries or illnesses. Get out! You're so sweet 'cause they're cute. The more the merrier. Go find something to do. Are you writing a book? Want to put a age on that, Richie? I don't care about game shows. Time to move on, Rich. I know. I'm doing good. Great quotes only on RVBN. Time now is 5:04 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. I'm back. My second video blog subject of the day is about the top 10 best sports athletes who had their careers cut short due to injuries or illnesses. These top 10 sports stars cover NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and the NHL. And this is a decent amount of list on here. And here they are, number 10 on this list of the top 10 best sports athletes who had their careers cut short due to an injury or illness. Mark Pryor. Mark Pryor was a pitcher for the Chicago Cubs in the early 2000s, and he was a dominant starter. He was like third in NL Cy Young voting in 2003. A lot of people were pegging him to be a future consistent 20-game winner, but trouble. He stopped playing in 2006. He tried to make a couple of comebacks, but they were aborted due to arm troubles. Number 9 on this list of the top 10 best sports athletes of all time who's had their career cut short due to illnesses or injury, Terrell Davis. Terrell Davis was a running back who played 7 seasons for the Broncos, a consistent scorer, 2-time Super Bowl winners. Knee injuries derailed his career in 2001 and took him several years to get voted into the Hall of Fame. He did. If he didn't have any knee trouble, he probably would have had over 10,000 yards in the first ballot Hall of Famer. Number 8 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes of all time who had their careers cut short due to injuries, Gord Kluzet, who played on and off for the Boston Bruins between 1982 and 1990. He was the number 1 draft pick in the NHL, 1982 entry draft by the Bruins, and he looked like a surefire Hall of Famer paired with Ray Bork, but knee troubles kind of made him go in and out of the lineup during his career. He won the 1990 Bill Masterson Award for dedication to hockey. He retired in the beginning of the 1990-91 season, and he appears from time to time on Boone's broadcast on SN. Number 7 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes who had their injuries cut short their career, Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett played 12 seasons with the Minnesota Twins outfielder. He got hit by a pitch by Dennis Martinez in 1995 that in the eye that triggered glaucoma and rendered him legally blind in one of his eyes, and he got voted into the Hall of Fame first ballot. But if Kirby did not suffer that injury, he probably would have had well over 3,000 hits. Number 6 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes who had their careers cut short due to injury or illness, Maurice Stokes. Maurice Stokes played for the Cincinnati Royals for a few years in the 1950s. He was an awesome player. He suffered a serious stroke that left him in a vegetated state for the rest of his life, and he looked like a player that could have been one of the top 10 best players in NBA history. Number 5 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes who had their injuries cut short due to injuries or illnesses. Yao Ming, center for the Houston Rockets, played 9 seasons. He was a dominating big man, but he suffered a lot of foot injuries that hindered him for the potential to be one of the top centers in NBA history. Number 4 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes who had their careers cut short due to injuries. Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers was a running back and punt return specialist for the Chicago Bears for 7 seasons. One of the awesome running backs in his day. Scored a lot of touchdowns, but never made the playoffs because the Bears stunk during his time with them. But he had too many knee injuries. Number 3 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes who had their career cut short by injuries or illnesses, Cam Neely. Cam Neely played for the Bruins and the Canucks for parts of 12 seasons. He was a perennial 50-goal scorer for the Bruins back in the 80s and early 90s. During a playoff game in 1991, Ulf Samuelsson of the Pittsburgh Penguins injured Cam Neely's knee and thigh. He was never the same player. Eventually, he became a part-time player, missing time due to knee troubles and hips. He had to retire in the 1995-1996 season. He had 395 career goals. If he did not suffer that injury, he would have had well over 500 goals. Number 2 on this list of the best athletes in sports history who had their injuries cut short due to injuries or illnesses, Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr was the greatest defenseman in National Hockey League history, winning 8 straight Norris trophies, and 2-time Stanley Cup winner, and 2 times scoring leader, and 3 times MVP of the NHL. But he had so many knee injuries, basically, by the age of 30, he was done. But if he did not suffer any of those knee injuries, Bobby Orr probably would have, won many more Norris trophies and probably would have scored well over 500 goals and have over 1,000 assists. He probably would be maybe the greatest NHL player of all time. And number 1 on this list of the top 10 sports athletes who had their careers cut short due to injuries or illnesses, Tony Conigliaro, Boston Red Sox, who was a great home run hitter in the 1960s, a local kid who grew up in Lynn, Massachusetts for the Red Sox. When he got hit by that pitch by Jack Hamilton of the California Angels on that fateful night on August 18, 1967, his life was never the same. It was so much of a tragedy. And if Tony C did not get hit in the eye, the Red Sox probably would win the 1967 World Series, and Tony Conigliaro probably would have been a baseball Hall of Famer. But his story is very sad and tragic. That's about it on that. I'll be back with the third and final view for the night, which will be about Revere Beach, the first public beach in the United States. Keep calm, everybody. I'm Julie Budding Guy. Molly Roseblood. WCCOX has nice legs. Elizabeth Hetz, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 New York. Joaquin Cougars. Got the best legs in New York City by none. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. Gwen Clare of WHH Channel 7 Boston. Roxanne, she's the best meteorologist in Boston, who has the best legs in Boston, and Alia Woolley of WABI Channel 5 in Bangor, Maine, is a cute leggy blonde. See you later.